Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, one from a former Eminem associate who recently shared his thoughts on Eminem's latest milestone of over 70 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and describing his former associate as salty would be an understatement, as you'd see in a bit, and it quickly turned into a roasting session on X, and this is the former Eminem associate we are talking about in this video.
I told you Aziz didn't even rap when I met him. He just had a car and used to drive us around everywhere. He was Uber before Uber.
More on this in a bit. Today we also have an interesting report that made a hip-hop page on Facebook that stirred heated debates on the platform on Eminem and Masta Ace. An obvious setup to dunk on Eminem and his fans, which is the usual on social media, anything to discredit the most mentioned top 5 rapper of all time, and we'll get to this at the latter part of the video. So starting with Eminem's latest milestone of 70 million monthly listeners, as we've reported in previous videos, for Eminem critics it has been saltier than the Dead Sea, and a former associate has joined in on the action, as former Outsiders member Aziz jumped in under a post about the most streamed hip-hop songs on Spotify with this, laughing emojis. Just like 2 days ago, all of a sudden he got 70 million streams out of nowhere since we've been chatting on him. Take the fake streams away, and what do you have left? Just another washed old school rapper, laughing emojis. He is old school, or you stands gonna debate that too, laughing emojis. And just like that, we found out Aziz doesn't know the difference between monthly listeners and daily streams, and the cooking begun, and unfortunately Uber drivers had to catch strays thanks to Aziz.
I apologize in advance.
70 million streams? Bro, that's monthly listeners loudly crying emojis. That's why Uber drivers shouldn't talk on hip-hop. By the way, do you even know how he got that streams? Fortnite event collab with Juice, and his song's been trending ever since. Gave him a boost. Shut up and don't cry. And the driver allegations keep following Aziz. Bro, your only legacy in hip-hop is being a driver for your group. And you wanna come for Eminem streams? You're such a hating bum loser in life, bro. And another user added, MFer, you so out of touch with reality. You are one salty bum MFer, loudly crying and skull emojis. His rants are usually entertaining and sad at the same time, because at one point he was working with someone who turned out to be hailed as one of the greatest rappers of all time, while things didn't turn out even half decent for him. Tragic, to be honest. Moving on, a hip-hop page recently shared this on Facebook. This is the dude that M got his whole style from, and watch how many Eminem fans not know who this is. M admitted it, and homie even gives high praise to M. And it is wild how I never see posts like these about Nas, Jay-Z, Big or Pac, but every rapper was influenced by someone or people that came before them. Eminem's not the first or last. Even the originators were influenced by acts of other genres, but for some reason, you'll always find this type of post tied to Eminem. I wonder why. And apart from the fact that the post is factually incorrect to begin with, because Eminem was influenced by dozens of rappers and not just one rapper who he got his whole style from, it is also baseless, because where are the examples of the so-called Eminem fans who don't know Masta Ace? Because when you check out the dictionary definition of a fan will know about Hellbounded list, which has Eminem and Masta Ace on the track. And the post sparked heated debates as expected. One user expanded, this is not true. First of all, Eminem has a lot of styles, and secondly, he has admitted and expressed on several occasions that he has bit off or was influenced by many other rappers. His styles are composed of many artists' styles, and apparently pointing out that many rappers like Redman, Masta Ace, Stretch and more also influenced Eminem is considered crying, when it is actually the fact. Hence responses like, mans ain't even say nothing bad about Eminem, and look at the way his stands react. It is almost like they'd rather skip out on living life or get in some box to defend Eminem's every move. And we got the classic. Eminem fans are not hip-hop fans. They are clueless to anything outside of Eminem and 50. They are two audiences in hip-hop, and we know which one they belong to.
How did they come up with this stuff?
Pulling it out of his ass.
Notice the entire post is baseless to begin with, because there was nothing to suggest that an Eminem fan didn't know Masta Ace. No examples, no sources, nothing, and this baseless claim was now weaponized to bash Eminem and the fans as quote, non-hip-hop fans, when that is technically impossible since Eminem makes hip-hop music.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
And some users kept it short and simple, anything to discredit the white guy. And more, if Eminem was black, you wouldn't care. Eminem had a whole essay of rappers who influenced him that he named during his Rock Hall speech. But if you didn't know one rapper on that list, you're not a real hip-hop fan, according to these users. And here's one to end it today. Of course he got his style from somewhere. Everybody has. The very origins of hip-hop were influenced by other genres. That's how it has worked the entire time. LOL. This is only a discussion because of a particular reason, and we all know why, but like Eminem said on Airplanes, let's pretend.